So after you establish your subclaim, you need to insert a frame of reference before putting your first piece of textual evidence into your body paragraph. Again, you are writing your paragraphs in CEI format, okay? Each body paragraph has to be in CEI format. The C in this case is your subclaim, and of course, the E is your textual evidence. Before you insert your textual evidence into your body paragraph, you need to include a frame of reference. That is a non negotiable, okay? In order to write a strong and effective frame of reference, number one, it has to be more than one transitional word. I saw a lot of you guys just including one transitional word for your frame of reference. You need more than that. You can't just say, for example, and then insert your quote. You also need to provide as much context as possible in your frame of reference. This can include who the author is, who's talking about what's being spoken about in your textual evidence, the article name, okay? So in the model that I provided you guys to use to write your argumentative essay, which again, please re-look at this. I, of course, give you multiple examples of frame of references, okay? In this body paragraph, I have my subclaim, so which is educational technology such as laptops assist students with their schoolwork by permitting them to retrieve information instantly. Now, in order to support that subclaim, I am going to bring in a piece of textual evidence to do that. Here's my frame of reference for that, okay? I say, in the article, The Advantages of Internet in Education, Corey Morgan explains the fact that with the use of laptops in education, students no longer must spend hours in a library retrieving information for an assignment. She explains that, and then I get into my textual evidence, which again needs to be used to support the subclaim, which in turn supports the main claim. Okay. Now, in my frame of reference, number one, I'm telling you guys exactly where it's coming from. I'm saying that this piece of textual evidence is coming from the article, The Advantages of Internet in Education. I also tell you who wrote the article and who the person is that's actually explaining how technology has benefited education, which is Corey Morgan, okay? So I'm not just saying, this article explains that and then getting into my textual evidence. Be as specific as possible. Now, if there's no author or article title, which that's the situation in some cases, you can just use the website name, which is what I did in this example. So in this case, the subclaim is orange, the frame of reference is green, and the textual evidence is in dark blue. Now, just to provide you with context for my textual evidence and my frame of reference, I'm going to go through my subclaim. So my subclaim says, vaccines train a person's immune system to fight against pathogens that can infect them. Then I get into my frame of reference. Again, you can't introduce a piece of textual evidence without a frame of reference, okay? Think of them as they're married. You cannot separate them, okay? So my frame of reference says, public health explains how vaccines fight against harmful pathogens, stating, and then I get into my textual evidence. Now, I got this piece of textual evidence from a website called publichealth.com. There was no author and there was no article title. So that's why I just said public health, okay? I'm not saying publichealth.com, but I'm saying, you know what? Public health is explaining this, okay? So you got to make sure that you are providing as much context as possible in your frame of reference.